What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about the two-faced narcissist, or just a person who who's very two-faced. Why they always have to play the middleman. There's a reason for them to have this position, in between yourself and another person. And that's because it's all about control with the narcissist. It's all about supply and, again, how they can benefit off of it. So with the narcissist playing the middleman, that keeps them in the position to control the game. They get to set the narrative of how things is going to go. That's why a lot of times you find yourself hearing a lot about the narcissist friends or family, but you never get a chance to meet them for yourself. They're going to tell you what they want you to know about people because they have something to hide. And I've been in that situation. I told y'all about that before, when a narc individual had asked me to purchase some face masks for a friend of hers who I know of because she speaks of her a lot. And I ordered the mask for the lady off of my Amazon account. And I gave her change back because she gave me more than enough. So when the mask came in, y'all know a lot of times the packages are not, well put together. So when the package came, the packaging was kind of bent and a little torn, but not all the way open. So it was supposed to be like 50 masks in there. So when the narcissist met me after I left work, because I brought the mask with me to work to meet her after work so she can take them to the person and take them their change back. She met me and she was like, so it don't matter, she's not gonna know. And I say, no, you let her know because this is something that she bought. And she just downplayed it and just pretty much disregarded the fact that how much I cared about, giving this person what they paid for, even though, I'm not the manufacturer. I'm not the one who make the mask, but she used me to purchase them. So I never got a chance to communicate with her one-on-one, and to this day, I haven't communicated with her to let her know that that's the way the mask came. And she was like, it doesn't matter, she don't have to know. And I'm like, if that person is such a good friend of yours, why are you, why do you just speak this way like you just don't care? And not to make this so much about the mask, but it's just the position that they always play. Like they always have to play this two-faced, character that doesn't really care about the next person. When they're talking to you, when they're talking to the next person, they devalue you. It's just like the same old repeated game that they play with everybody. Narcissists cannot be trusted. They are not friends. They are not genuine at whatever they do. They are opportunists. They do things because of how much they're going to benefit off of it. And she got those mats for her. She used me as supply for the person who was purchasing the mask because it was coming out of their pocket. But she used me as supply, like if the person didn't know how to go and purchase masks on their own Amazon account, where she was like, well, she don't know anything about the internet like that. So I told her that you always order masks ahead of time and you keep them stocked up and, and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I gave her change back and she was like, I'm not going to give her nothing. She not going to know how much they cost. And I said, no, let her know how much they cost. She gave me more than enough, and it was just like, she just didn't care about none of that. And I just think that when it comes to narcissists playing the middleman, they do that because they need to look a certain way to both people on the outside. And that's how they keep their top position in control. See, in their mind, if you can communicate with each other without the narcissist being present, that takes power away from them. That weakens them, and it makes them feel worthless. They feel left out. And it's like, if you feel that way, then you really don't know what your purpose is in life. Like, it's really not that serious. And another thing, right quick, in this video, before I forget, the narcissists, they operate out of guilt a lot of times because they have done so much wrong. They've been so two-faced. They have played both sides for so long and narrated, a false story and created false characters and just destroyed so many relationships and just completely X'd out what could be a good friendship between people, that they feel guilty. And so that's why they have to keep that middleman position, because the chances are, if these people, get that one-on-one, they're going to find out that the narcissist had been lying the whole time, and they were behind a lot of stuff that had been going on, and they were the ones sabotaging things. It didn't just happen because she was like, I don't care, well, that doesn't matter, and she don't have to know, and this, that, and the other. But you don't know who that person can talk to, who can find out the truth about things by just looking on the internet. Just stuff like that. And all of that was going through my mind. And so, it's the guilt. It's the guilt that they are most afraid of, because guilt is just like exposing them. And that's the thing that they're most afraid of, is being exposed for who they really are. And they don't want to risk the chance of losing that middleman position, because they lose the power of narrating the story. And so, that's why they act so two-faced. And narcissists, they keep the story going. With every breath in their body, they don't never think, like, dang, I should stop this. What I'm doing is wrong. I'm really hurting a lot of people. I've hurted a lot of people, and I need to stop. Man, that was messed up. Because they don't have a conscience. It's all about power with them, and they will go on and on till the end of their days, creating these false narratives and just being a very vindictive person in the middle of two people just to stay in power. And so that's why that happens. A lot of time the narcissists, they go dig up information on themselves. They'll search their own names just to find out if someone is speaking bad about them. Who's thinking about something like that? Who thinks about searching their own name to see what's being said behind their back? Nobody's thinking about you. That's the guilt. That's the guilt that you feel in your mind because you can't think any other way. There's never any peace with the narcissist. They're never at peace. They can never rest well at night, knowing all of the stuff they have to keep up with. They have to keep it going. Just imagine how much they have to keep up with because of all of the people who they went through and so many people who they've hurted. And it's just like, I notice how the narcissists, they know so many people, but you wouldn't think that they know that many people. It's because people have come and gone. But they'd make it seem like, oh, I'm just such a likable person. I know a lot of people and a lot of people know me. But what do they know you for, though? They're not going to speak on that. And everybody that they speak about, they always put themselves so above everyone else, that's keeping that narrative going. Like if they're better than everyone. That's the type of person that the narcissist is. That's where the two-face come from. That's where the middleman position comes from. It's all about power and control. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And once the mask slips and people find out who they're really dealing with, they know that they lose the game. They know that they lose the game, that they are so in control of. So that concludes this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon.